All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is the name of His only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the Scriptures. So with that being said, I want to jump straight into this lesson dealing with the lack of jobs, and people not understand by seeing these things that transpire upon the earth right now is ushering the evil times, and I'm gonna go into that from the scriptures. This is Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. And right now the evil days are approaching according to the signs that Yahushai have given unto his disciple when them go unto him when he was at the Mount of Olives, and asked him, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Which is the end of the world, meaning the end of an age. And this is the age of Esau, the period of time in which Esau, Edom, is ruling, the so-called white man. So when shall this rulership come to an end and the kingdom of Israel be established? And Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, answered them and list out various things that got transpire. Like you have a lot of false Mashiach arise, the year of wars and rumors of wars. You're not supposed to be troubled because all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You have to hear nation arise against nation. You have to hear about famine, pestilence, earthquake in diverse places. And below that the scripture says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. But people now watch what's going on, They're not sober, meaning they have been drunk with the philosophy of Babylon. So I want to jump back straight into this. So the scripture says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Jump into verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. And the keepers of the house represent the economists. Those that are looking on the state of the economy. So let's read it one more time. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. The grinders represent the jobs. And we're in a time in which you have a mass exodus of a lot of jobs due to these various implementation. Let me put it that way, because even though you have to watch how you speak upon these platforms, because they are being heavily regulated, because we're in a time in which the truth is so dangerous right now, In the time of deception, if you tell the truth, you're an enemy to those that are pushing the lie. So the grinders are ceasing now, but enough people don't understand. Enough people think that Esau, Edom care about losing their jobs, the economy a crash. You think Esau care? Hey man, when you look upon these goals with Esau, when you look upon sustainable development and the various different stages of it, like you go into Vision 2030, and understand their goals and the things them when them are try to accomplish. One of those things are universal global income, because them already have it in their imagination that automation are going to take away a lot of people's jobs, Yes, robots are going to do a lot of jobs, Majority of these repetitive jobs are going to be taken away by robots, But hey man, let's watch and see what the devil have planned. So let's continue. And those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And the sound of the grinding is low right now, yo. So let's play this clip and see what's going on. And I want you to pay close attention, yo, and listen.
The United States is in the middle of the worst shortage of workers in history. At the moment, every industry in the country is short-staffed. We're already seeing major disruptions occur due to the lack of qualified labor to perform the basic services our society needs. Many famous CEOs and business owners recently made the headlines complaining about the declining number of members in their staff. However, official numbers released by the federal government have been telling us a different story. They have been suggesting that there's no worker shortage, no unemployment crisis, and that things are going well in our labor market. But the truth is that the number of working-age Americans currently unemployed is actually in the range of hundreds of millions. The actual numbers are truly astounding. In fact, the number of people out of work right now is way higher than during the peak of the Great Recession of 2008-2009. And as opposed to what happened back then, Americans are simply not coming back to their jobs, nor planning to re-enter the workforce anytime soon. Recent data shows that there are currently tens of millions of job openings all across the nation. Employers have been so desperate to find new workers that they've been offering some generous bonuses, gifts, trips, and of course dramatically raising wages to attract new employees. In some cases, they've been offering to pay for college tuition, handing out Apple Watches, and even completely waiving testing requirements for...
So, as you can see, Babylon collapsed from the inside, you know. But to the world looking on them to see what's really going on, you know. The country in which people admire all around the world, you know. The land paved with gold, you know. It's collapsing, you know. But how much people can see what's going on? That's why it's written in Jeremiah. Let me get to that. This is Jeremiah 50. So let's go straight into it. So it's supposed to be... Oh, it's look like it's Jeremiah 51. Oh yeah, this is Jeremiah 50, 51 verse 7. No, I'm gonna start at verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nation of drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. All for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Because you see these various companies, where see them a try to heal Babylon, you know? Them have more the incentives they might give over to people right now, but a lot of people not going back to that job where due to what take place and a lot of people there in the yard. Them say, oh, hey, man. Them now go back to that work. Enough people change their occupations, you know? But all in all, yo, this is the crash of the economy, yo. So let's continue listening.
Legal substances. But even though all of this is happening, people are still not coming back. Last week, fresh employment numbers were released by the Labor Department's Bureau of Labor Statistics. They exposed what the federal government has been trying to hide. Nationwide, there are currently 100,450,000 people out of the labor force, and that's up 38,000 from September numbers. October was the 14th straight month that the number of people out of work has remained above 100 million. But that figure doesn't give us the full number of working-age Americans sitting on the sidelines, because it doesn't include those who are officially unemployed. So to get to the total, we need to add in those technically considered to be unemployed. That number, according to the Federal Reserve, currently stands at 7.4 million, which gives us a grand total of more than 107 million people out of the workforce. With so many people on the sidelines, the labor market participation rate has remained
And look at that. We were right. What an easy profit in just 1 minute.
stubbornly low in recent months, and it did not budge in October. Of course.
Alright, so this is Isaiah 19, verse 14. Yahweh had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have cast Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man stirred in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or the tail, branch or the rush may do. And this is what's going on, yo. In the day shall be Slakia. In that day shall Egypt be like unto woman, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And this is how I start take place right now, yo. Because we're in the time of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's vengeance. So hope this was edifying, you know, showing what's going on over there in Mr. Babylon the Great. Shalom.